Belize's economy has performed phenomenally well in the first quarter of 2015, posting a 7% growth in GDP, largely due to the government of Belize's intervention in the citrus and fishing industry, and the GOB's hallmark National Infrastructure Project. Tourism has also seen a sharp increase. The inflation rate continues to fall and remains lower than every country in Central America and the Caribbean. The prices of staple food products continue to drop, making life much more affordable for Belizeans countrywide. Transforming lives, transforming Belize, a government for all.
Good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. First and foremost, I want to say thank God it is another beautiful day and we're here. We're truly blessed to be here. And want to just get straight into the mix of things this morning and say help your fallen brother or sister along the way and everything's going to be A-okay. Give a little if you have. Share the little love every day. Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning, Dylan. How are you doing this morning?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's all right.
You're all right? Yeah. Okay. Well, buenos dias. Good morning, Belize. Good morning, Orange Walk. It's always a pleasure to be in your company. It's always a pleasure to be a part of the show. Tomo tiempo aparte para decir buenos días, Belice. Buenos días, Orange Walk. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo se encuentran? Hoy es el 9 de junio 2015 y gracias a Dios estamos vivos. Gracias a Dios tenemos la salud y las fuerzas para meterle ganas a la vida. Como siempre lo hacemos aquí en el Sugar City Morning Show, tomamos un tiempito aparte, un minuto para darle gracias a ese Señor ahí arriba que nos da todas las bendiciones. Si me permiten, Padre, te damos gracias por las bendiciones de hoy. Te damos gracias por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas. Padre, te damos gracias por todas las bendiciones que nos das a través del curso de nuestras vidas. Muchas veces no logramos captar la razón por qué haces eso, pero tú en tu eterna sabiduría sabes y qué haces y nos das justamente lo que necesitamos, Padre. Ayúdanos a llegar a ese entendimiento que todo lo que sucede en nuestras vidas es porque así tú lo riges, así tú lo quieres y debemos aceptarlo. Padre, te damos gracias por todo, te damos gracias por el bienestar también de nuestros familiares y nuestras amistades que están a nuestro alrededor. Padre, hoy te pedimos hacer tu voluntad, hoy te pedimos ser más humildes, hoy te pedimos por aquellas personas que más lo necesitan, los enfermos, los que están en las cárceles, los desilusionados, aquellas personas que están todavía bajo la influencia de adicciones, Padre. Y hoy también pido, Padre, por paz en el mundo. Pido, Padre, para que seamos personas útiles y felices. Y todo esto lo pedimos, Padre, en nombre de Jesucristo. Amén.
Thank you for that, Emmanuel, and I want to go straight into the weather report.
Of course.
I want to remind you that the weather report is brought to you through the kind courtesy of the Hungerman Barbecue, German Vega and Sons, wholesalers and distributors of Jamaica's Juice, La Costeña products, and also these products in front of me, the Cocinera cooking oil made from canola, and the ever popular Sarita.
Okay.
Sarita shortening, perfect for baking your bread, tortilla, Johnny cake, or frying stuff. They come in 500 grams, 1 kilogram, and 23 kilograms, which is 50 pounds. Perfect for retailing value.
Buenos dias de nuevo. Good morning again to those people who have just joined us 7 minutes after 7 o'clock this morning. Today is Tuesday, the 9th of June. At 6 o'clock, folks, the general situation was moist and unstable conditions prevailing over the country of Belize. The 24-hour forecast is mostly cloudy today with a few showers and thunderstorms mainly over the coast this morning, then mainly inland this afternoon, cloudy tonight with some showers and thunderstorms mostly over the south and along the coast. The winds blowing from the east to the southeast 10 to 20 knots with higher gusts near thunderstorm. The sea stayed choppy, becoming locally rough at times, and there is a small caution in effect. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for cloudy skies with some showers, thunderstorms, and periods of light rain, especially over northern districts. The temperatures, the highs along the coast, 87 degrees Fahrenheit, inland 92 degrees Fahrenheit, and up in the hills, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows for tonight along the coast, 78 degrees Fahrenheit, inland 72 degrees, and up in the hills, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a low tide at 9:31 this morning. There's another low at 10:01 p.m. I imagine tonight. A little misprint there. Another high at 3:14 this afternoon, and another high at 4:21 a.m. tomorrow morning. The sun rises tomorrow at 17 minutes after 5. The sun sets today at 6:27 this evening. The moon sets at 11:58 today and rises again at 12:29 tomorrow morning. Para las personas de habla hispana, hoy siendo el 9 de junio, a las 6 de la mañana, condiciones bastante húmedas e inestables continúan para todo el país de Belice. Así que tenemos bastante nubosidad y la posibilidad de chubascos y tormentas. Hoy estará bastante nublado, la posibilidad de chubascos y tormentas, esencialmente sobre la costa por la mañana y luego extendiendo hacia el interior por la tarde, y chubascos y tormentas en el sur por la noche, el sur y por la costa. Los vientos volando del este al sureste de 10 a 20 nudos, con ráfagas más altas durante las tormentas. Tanto así que hay una nota de cautela para aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones. Nota, el mar puede estar bastante agitado. Se espera de que para mañana miércoles y mañana miércoles por la noche continúen estas condiciones con mucha nubosidad, algunos chubascos, tormentas y periodos de lluvia, especialmente sobre el norte del país. Así que para mañana otra vez vamos a estar experimentando mucha nubosidad con chubascos, especialmente sobre el norte del país. Las temperaturas altas por la costa, 87 grados, en el interior 92, por las colinas 78, las bajas por la costa 78 grados, en el interior 72 y por las colinas 68 grados. Una marea baja a las 9:31 por la mañana, otra a las 10 con 1 minuto por la noche, una alta a las 3 con 14 minutos por la tarde y otra alta a las 4:22 por la madrugada. El sol sale mañana a las 5 con 17 minutos, el sol se pone hoy a las 6 con 27 minutos, la luna igualmente se pone a las 11:58 hoy por la mañana, pero sale de nuevo a las 12:29 minutos, por la madrugada. Así que bastante nubosidad, posibilidad de chubascos por la tarde y mañana. Así que estamos en junio. Mucha lluvia en el mes de junio y pues como Dillon diría, hoy no es un día de lavado tampoco. Dillon?
Yeah, definitely reminding you of what a report was brought to you by German Vegas and Sons wholesale distributors of canola, cooking oil, cocinera, and also Sarita shortening. And we have some more products coming up in days to come to teach you about, all right? So
Oh, so there are more products coming
Oh,
in line.
yes, definitely. The more new
And
products.
as soon as they begin coming in line, we will be showing them.
They're already there. We just need to feature them.
Oh, okay,
Like
all right.
the Pronto condensed milk.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a Pronto condensed milk. A lot of good products. So perfect for making flan and anything. Two things on my mind this morning. The disturbing
News?
pictures that you see, the report in the U.S. in McKinney, Texas. It was on Facebook and it actually made the news where you had a bunch of black kids went to swim in a pool party, and because it was a white neighborhood, they called the cops on them, and it got real.
It's disgusting to see at this day, now, and age, that there's still discrimination. And I mean,
Yep,
and in what is supposed to be the
land of
most
the free,
developed, the most,
land of the free,
the most powerful, the most
America.
whatever. And it's so ironic that we still have those blatant displays
Well,
of
when they-
discrimination going on even as we speak.
When the cops got there, they just broke up the party and started rough up the kids. Then, literally, you could see how a 15-year-old girl was dragged on the ground by her hand, put her face in the grass, put the knee by her face, and got the rest. Most of the others to sit down on the ground, and handcuff them,
Yeah.
like they were giving so much trouble. And but I understand the investigation is ongoing, and the officers were put on suspension. And in a show of protest, they had about 800 people went back in the neighborhood to protest that neighborhood and say, this bull crap have to stop.
I know.
You know.
I think one of the other things that we need to mention is the current proliferation of pornographic postings on Facebook.
Yes.
I've been, I guess, fortunate enough not to have received any. Please don't send me any neither. But I gathered that a number of people have been victims per se, because these are hackers going into your account. So please be very wary. Sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes, but it's there, and it even carries, I think, to some extreme comments as if you would have posted it.
Well,
You know?
somebody sent me a message yesterday by Facebook Messenger. It's like, boy, what you going on, so and so. He said, you need to take off them pouring out for your wall. He said, because it doesn't look good for you. I said, what? I never put nothing there. So you go check it out. And I went in my wall and I was like, whoa, what the hell is this?
And I'm just receiving, as I speak, a little, it just says Eduardo, and then I'm supposed to click on this website. I never do. You could send me as much of that, I never do. So as long as you don't click on what you don't know, so why bother
So
with
I went on my wall.
those websites that you don't know about? So
I went on my wall and I was fortunate to remove it from there and discontinue the friendship with whosoever name it came under. And but when I post up on Facebook, I asked who's doing this, they need to stop. To my surprise, there was so many people that got these.
you see, the person who you unfriended was not really responsible.
I know,
it's a hacker that
it's
went
a hacker.
in.
I
It's a
understand
virus.
that, because that person on Facebook was saying, "I'm not the one sending these pictures," because some people cussing up her and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Anyway, before we go to the break, I want to also make mention that we're mourning the loss of a great friend of mine and many of us in Orange Walk. You remember the fire chief,
Grizzly,
Yeah,
Mr. Ralston.
Ralston Patnett, better known as Grizzly, Fat Boy, Bigger. When he got that information yesterday, it was really horrible to hear it.
It was on the news actually,
Yeah.
and they featured the
The story,
The
part of
car.
the story.
and that the charred remains of his body. Well, they didn't show that, but it's
Mention
speculation that it is
Murder.
murder.
But again,
So, we don't know the circumstances.
Many people in Orange Walk know Fat Boy, You know, the fire chief was a go-getter.
well-known individual.
A go-getter. Was a go-getter. He was an ambitious person. He was one of the first person who started to flourish Orange Walk with a really pretty car. He used to sell vehicles, no? Everybody knew him as a fire chief, car dealer. Then he got into merchandise and stuff like that. He moved to transfer to Stan Creek. You know, he was just a go-getter, man. He's an ambitious man and a businessman, aside from a fireman. You know, I know him, real personal friend, you know. But like many other people, I don't think you have a large percentage of people at Orange Walk, even who live in the States now, can tell you, boy, I used to go and hang out with Fat Boy while leaving the fire station, and we used to chat and so. So, you know, rest in peace, Bigger, aka Grizzly, fire chief. Rest in peace, man.
Let's go to that break. Our director is calling for that break as we speak. So let's go to that short break and we will be right back.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The Make Me Rich Lotto Game. Buy your tickets today.
Wow, Junior, now nearly time to go buy me number. How we go to shop to buy me number, man? Boy, Junior, I'm the guy, you know. How we go buy me number? Boy, Junior, you see that nearly time? How we go to the store go buy me number? Junior.
You want me to go buy number for you again? Why you not play this new Make Me Rich game? You can play using text messages per your phone and you don't have to leave the house. Plus, you have the chance to win up to $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, come back and show you.
It's so easy. But why you never tell me about this long time?
I'm gonna try.
Junior. Oh, sit down. Make me rich show the command. I don't tell me numbers, boy. Boy. Come on.
This is the game show. Make me rich.
The government of Belize announces the launch of its Summer Sports Program 2015, funded by PetroCaribe. $500,000 from PetroCaribe funds have been earmarked to provide financial assistance to existing summer sporting camps that have been operating for at least 3 years. The government recognizes and salutes all individuals, groups, and organizations that have been sponsoring summer camps for years. This summer, the focus will be on sporting programs, and all qualified bodies are invited to apply. For more information, download the complete sponsorship application guide from the Government Press Office Facebook page, or pick up an application from the National Sports Council office in Belize City, or request an emailed copy by sending email to nscbel@bgl.net. Transforming lives through sports. A government for all.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
with you along in Emmanuel Martinez.
You watched the news last night,
Man, look here. Just like yourself, so everybody look forward to see the reaction and then worthless PUP politician by the end. You know, with Ivan Ramos making it official yesterday, you see how Francis looked on the TV, like you want to
Yes,
cry.
I saw his face,
I-
and I also heard his explanations, which
I
is
think
the big.
I think Francis needs to stop coming on the TV and crisis here because more and more he show to the people that he's not capable of leading his party.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Watch out, the man, when Ivan Ramos mentioned about a said conversation between him and the party campaign manager, Godfrey Smith, no?
Godfrey Smith.
And Ivan Ramos said that the man said, look, yeah, we not think we spend money on you, you know, because you not win and this, that. Now, Fonseca say,
He says, I was called by the National Campaign Manager Godfrey and said things to the effect that while he doesn't have the authority to force me to make a decision to resign, for me to remember that he is the person that's in charge with raising
Spending
finance,
money.
and that I, in effect, would not be a good investment. In other words, don't expect that we will be financing your campaign. Given all those things that Ivan was told, being literally pushed out, being literally told, we know, get out, why we know I finance you, you're a loser.
Well then,
and you expect the man
well
to
then,
still remain in there and be
Fonseca-
mad at him?
Fonseca said that
How would you react?
Fonseca said that he not think that the party manager, he not authorized to do that. This, that. He not think so. He not believe that. Oh, and then tell him, well, we talked to the man by phone, and the man said maybe not in an exact way, but he did say something.
But they said today Godfrey Smith told us that he did say the words, although Francis denied it, Fonseca denies it, and Godfrey come right back and tell her, that's true, I tell her the thing. So there's, I mean, I was treated, I guess we all were treated to what I believe is a little
Showtime.
bout with circus, you know?
PUP service.
Words to that effect, but only after Ramos's constituents continued to express. But regardless of the fact that when he did it, but the fact is that he still
Then
did it.
what I find so inept, inept leader, the prime minister.
Oh yes.
What I find so ridiculous now that if you study the whole interview thing with Francis, they want to blame the UDP, you know. Yeah, blame the UDP, but blame the UDP that they do a good thing with the country. You know? Because UDP do good, people, they move away from them, but they want to blame the UDP about for their demise. And listen to me. This same man Ramos won, you know. The man won, you know, sometime back when a jerk,
Exactly.
he said, on the behavior because the demise of the party. Now, you want to sit down there and try to beg for sympathy and look like sorry for Maga dog. Why, Francis? Get a role to play. You know what happened? Godfrey Smith will push you right out of that chair and jump in there. Watch you see joke. Because everybody just say what they want.
Do you know that under Francis Fonseca, 9 candidates, this is according to Channel 7, have either been pushed out, stepped down, or been replaced? 9 candidates. 9 candidates have either been pushed out, stepped down, or been replaced. And I'll just quickly read a little excerpt here, si me permites. It says, and while Ramos remain cool, he is one more PUP candidate that has gone. In the past 3.5 years under Fonseca's leadership, as many as 9 candidates have either been pushed out, stepped down, or been replaced. And unprecedented 3 of those were sitting opposition representatives. He goes ahead and asks Fonseca about this. You have Arta Saldiva, Marco Tulio Mendes, Joseph Mahmoud, Anthony Mala, Marcus Pat, Colette Montejo, Richard Harrison, Ivan Ramos, and he says, Jules went ahead and he says, and I include John Briceño, who walked away from leadership. And these are all people who have walked away. He says, you know, include Micah Goodin. He says, these are all candidates who either left or were made to leave under the leadership of Francis Fonseca
Nobody wanna
since
deal with Francis.
2011.
But you know
Folks,
what?
this is serious. And he says none of them left under John Briceño's leadership. Why have these 10 persons left, and is there a trend in the party
Man.
that is somewhat a reflection
Me to
of
tell
the
you-
inept
Me
leadership
tell you
that
a
you are
long time
referring
that they
to?
got their own problem internally. When they come up on stage on TV, the whole I wish John Briceño had the cojones or the huevos like Ramos, because Ramos say, you know what, I can't deal with, you know, but Johnny condemned the party, and the man still next day, man, look at Johnny.
In Cahoon, right there, they
Stand
come
up,
and,
stand up beside the man and say,
yeah,
you don't got a problem with my party.
blatant.
Hi, Johnny. Johnny. Yeah.
I can't. That's one thing, you know. Only just believe that they're sweeping it under. But people not fool, man. People are looking through all of these things, and that is why I can guarantee you the writing of the wall indicates a victory for the UDP in Dangriga.
Man,
Easy.
Then we could go on record and say that they ain't got one PUP party. Because we can't leave viable at the PUP. They don't really worry about Dangriga. Dangriga not really important to them. Because Fonseca said he is not worrying about by-election. He want to win the general election.
Why by a stroke, but a magical stroke of the wand?
He must say, watch Harry Potter, man.
Doesn't he understand that if you win the by-elections, then obviously you stand a better chance to win the general elections?
Yeah.
What does he have in store?
He don't hear that. He
Money?
don't want to see that. He don't want to see that at all. All he's worrying about is his position, because he know if he lose, Johnny the come for the party. You see, Johnny don't give up. Johnny want the party. Look at Johnny got another $4 million to
You
spend.
think John is patiently waiting in the back and saying,
Where the hell?
Cuélgate,
Where
cuélgate,
the hell-
tell Francis Fonseca,
where-
cuélgate, tu solito
where-
te vas a colgar.
where-
And
yeah,
then
wait,
whenever the
what
party
else-
is done, he will come.
What else
he
he
will
wait
grab
for?
hold.
What else he wait for? He don't come. He don't come on record and say that a lot of the business are jail, right? Because they thief tens and millions of dollars from the people. He don't come on record and say that them in a bed with Ashcroft. You know, he talk about the yen swap. You know, all of them craziness where the PUP do, how they make money disappear, and he don't talk about how he has done so much more for the PUP party.
Even more than George
George
Price
and Said Musa.
Yeah.
Man, and you come next day and tell you don't have a problem with the leader. You that the biggest hypocrite, not to we, you know, because we next, but to your people, my brother.
That's exactly it. Because then
You think-
how does he convince? My biggest question, my biggest problem with this situation, Dylan, is the fact, how can you possibly convince the people in your constituency to go ahead and voting for the same corrupt party that you were talking against?
Well, but then the next thing to that, anyway, I don't want to jump on that side of the fence, but
Well, we have to
no, that side
consider
of the
it.
pan correct. That was the next
Oh.
side. But again, too, you know, you think maybe if Ivan Ramos will have a lot of money, they may have left alone?
Well, they're claiming that Ivan Ramos received $250,000 and that they have received
Fonseca
that he
say
is in
UDP
in
want to believe the party.
collusion with that the brother Chico Ramos and Anthony Ramos have been the connection between them and Albert August, and Ivan said, if you have the evidence, prove it. So he put them on spot. Prove it. Dame la evidencia. Si tú crees, if you're giving those accusations or those allegations, prove it. Tell me. Obviously, that proof has not come. So those are really, and I think Francis Fonseca said, these are allegations. You know, these are, because obviously he doesn't, he demand him out. He's a liar. So he demand him out. Did you notice yesterday? He said, of course, these are allegations and these are accusations. We have no substantiation to these things and blah, blah, blah.
Why, but I'll tell you something.
But it's a sorry state of affairs for the PUP. Sorry
every
state
time-
of affairs for the PUP.
every time
It's-
Francis
it's
Fonseca-
it's a shame.
Every time Francis Fonseca come on the TV, you see how incapable he is of leading his party.
Blow after
I-
blow, Papa.
I don't know PUP, but if I am a PUP, I'm a challenger to lead the party. And maybe I come and do a better job. Because, man, you're correct. How people, they just show people under the bus. When they feel like they come and do Ivan Ramos when they want, in Julius' spot, we don't hear nothing from him now.
Right, we didn't hear anything about Julius'
Well,
part,
you know-
but he said, Julius, he talk him, man. Sometimes he gets to people's
Talking, man,
nerves.
you don't know what catch he? You know what catch he? Somebody set up Julius for Ghana like that and left Francis in the hot seat.
I know that is possible.
Huh? You watch that Julius, no, we don't hear nothing from Julius. You know? We don't hear nothing from Julius. Where is Julius? He's missing in action now. He don't go in there and want to scold up Ramos like in a picnic, as all the Prime Minister say. Want to scold up the man like in a picnic. Now, Ramos gone. Gonna stay one man shot out of the banana boat. And we don't hear nothing from Julius. Julius set you right up, Francis. Julius set you up, boy. I tell you, you know, a bunch of clung all I tell you, you know, a bunch of clung. You talk about win this general election. You know, win nothing. You know, win nothing because people don't want to deal, you know.
And
People
you
don't
know,
want to
he
deal,
says
you know.
after the press conference that Ivan gave, only one person called Ivan Ramos, you know. Nobody else called Ivan Ramos. One person. You know what I mean? I said one person because you would have thought that people would have said, man, let's go in solidarity with this man. Make a call and try to bring him back in.
The whole Radwell
Ramos, when he go on,
fellas,
but make a talk about this.
Try
You know, bring
tell
him
him,
back and try. Only side Musa Kala and
Well, you know why Said Musa Ghana? Because from Said Musa, they're on the chopping block. So they're supporting the look for.
yeah, possible, definitely.
But you know, yeah, the man said, and then tell her even Said Fonseca, I mean, I think that the party chairman even tell her that even Said Musa, he sit in the heat because they restructure and this. So Said Musa, they look for friend, all of us. They look for company.
But
Why?
it's a sorry state of affairs, man. It's well, I think that at
Somebody
the end
said
of the day,
Delon Johnny
the
is
UDP
Johnny
stand
is
is
Judas.
in a
You believe that?
particularly good.
Emmanuel,
Pardon?
you believe that Johnny and Judas?
Why? In what context?
Well, if someone said Delon Johnny is Judas, you know, traitor.
Why?
I think he was Judas because Judas may feel guilty and then he may do what he have to do to himself. But Johnny don't feel no guilt yet. Judas not come close. So if he not a direct descendant of Judas, he's strong because why Johnny rough up them body, you know? Johnny rough up, you say Johnny, we have to get back to that tape and remind people before the week up.
Yes.
Because that no gone under
Yes.
the water. Johnny rough up them belly, Johnny make we know and them belly thief up the money. Them belly
I feel
Thief
that
up the
Ivan
money.
Ramos was quite justified in
what you stay there for? And then
in
they tell her,
resigning.
and then they tell her,
Because
but we
if
don't
he
got no money
plainly
to
told
spend
the
by
people,
you.
if I don't have the support from the party, if at the end of the day you are telling me that you will not finance my campaign, if at the end of the day the POP executive comes and tells me that my own executive is not supporting me, if you come at the day and tell me that I'm not doing a good job, well then give me the opportunity to simply get out of the scene and you put somebody else who you figure can do the job.
Well, no.
And then at the end
Well,
of the day, he
no.
accepted that $25,000 for him because, as he correctly said, it's for the people. Es para la gente. So why chastise the man for accepting chair from Petrocarib? Why chastise the man? You know what I mean? No.
Boy, when I tell us something, if them ballet they treat their own standard bearers like this, with all respect, will make you believe that the PUP will treat the people of Belize any different.
Well, you don't have to go far because history is right there to prove it in the past when they were in government. The blatant disrespect for the people, the corruption, the rampant corruption, never before seen in the history of Belize, occurred during the time of the PUP, and the people of Belize cannot forget that and will not forget that.
Well, I'll
and
tell
that
you-
explains the reason why the PUP is not in power.
You know,
Because the
you know
people
when
kicked them out.
when I said through the grapevine, that because we got the grapevines on our side, you know, the grapevines doesn't speak to anybody. You have to possess this certain kind of wisdom to understand the grapevines and make the grapevines stop you. And the grapevines is saying that PUP don't want a by-election. You know, it's the way things they look in at the Stanwick area, they're not talking about contesting this election. Serious. Because the party they got money. Them Bali Fonseca, Johnny, Musa, no make no ghost full. They rich. They
They are not willing to.
they don't want to spend for them money.
Spend it out.
Only fool Johnny spend $4 million of his money like small change for him for the party, you know. But I understand that Sabal kind of reluctant about going to a convention because by election because of finance.
But Sabal has not even been endorsed as the official man.
But then he will know. He have to.
Of course.
So all the pekelings, so he got all the pension with him, he hope to invest.
You got it, Pekeling?
Pekelings. All the pekelings and the pension with him, he hope that they invest when the election call and get it back if they win. He went early.
Uh-huh.
And if he can't beat Papa, believe me, the way Fonseca and behave, they will find one next candidate
Uh-huh.
for the general election.
Well,
Sick
when you
like
see
that.
one by one, they're coming down. One by one, the PUP is falling apart. And there will come a time when it will soon just crumble and drop. One by one. I mean, I've just told you.
You really think about that for
9
true?
people
Acha.
have.
Watch out. Hold on. Listen to this thing. If Sabal lose, all a pension money gone. And he can't run against someone in a general election, he has to stay broke. He have to go back to work.
Like all of us.
And if he lose, the way Fonseca and they behave, believe me, they want to find somebody else to run against Papa.
And another one bites the dust.
Why can't them ballet and nobody to trust? Remember how they do Harrison in a Kayonan? Remember Mahmoud? You understand where they come from? Why them ballet are dangerous? Them ballet are, you mean to say PUP is so desperate that they hurt their own people? Not that me care. No?
But it only begins to. Let's look at the wider thing. You would have thought that. No, let me just rephrase that. Given the amount of negative campaign that they have been launching on the
nothing but
UDP,
Petrocarib.
given the amount of negative campaign, I mean every day that they lambast, and they said, oh, we're going to win Kayonon, we're going to win it easy, bam, bam, bigger than both.
Let's take this call.
They lost the election by huge margin.
Sugar City Morning Show, hello?
Yes. Yes, good morning, Dylan.
Good morning, dear.
Yes. I know Francis, they blame me for the party demise.
This is what I say?
He always tell a comment and he said, when George Price dead, PUP dead with George Price.
That's true.
Yes, because then they got down the drain.
But you know what happened? You see, what make them feel like they can disrespect this man?
Yes, that are total disrespect to the man. Now, they could tolerate Tulio Mendes with his nonsense.
But Johnny talk bad money. Johnny said the thief $10 million.
Ah,
And they still tolerate John?
And they still tolerate her.
yes.
And that's
But my Garifuna brother, because they poor and stand up for your rights.
Thank
they
you.
won't kick out to the curve.
Thank
Right.
you.
He no got $4 million like Johnny.
Yes.
He no got one doctor degree in a pocket like Tulio. He no doctor. He no have shares in a clinic like Tulio. Just a humble character. So,
Yes.
so we have to get rid of him, say.
Yes, and if like how then they say that the Borough bargain is have to pay off the house, well, so it is my brother to own a house to get it than to lose nothing. nothing because you never may get nothing for PUP anyhow. He may lose his seat and last house.
True. But you know, that just allegations and aspersions within the talk about because you know they know that they just realize they lose a good man. You
Of
know?
course.
But
They kick him to the.
but you
And
know
what my brother do?
you know
He'll turn around and we'll dance. Another.
you know
Right, yeah. They kick me out. Ha, make a go party.
you know what they fail to realize? And I think they underestimate the culture of the people. Underestimate the culture of the people. Make we do them when they want. That thing don't work so. That thing don't work so. You don't disrespect people like that at all, man. But like
I knew that his grandfather Thomas Vincent Ramos from his grave wouldn't have allowed him to be disgraced like that. I knew that.
oh, that's his grandfather of
Yes.
Ivan Ramos, no?
Yes.
From a renowned Garifuna family. And I would believe that all the family is watching.
I know Johnny, the blame that Johnny, the biggest problem, Johnny Julius, the next part will come right in front of Johnny eye and let it happen, and they can't do nothing.
I don't know. But I don't know if you hear the vibe where they get that they don't want to go to no by election because Sabal don't want to use the money yet.
I don't blame Mr. Sabal either. I think Mr. Sabal is not a fool.
You think they are fooling?
Yes. Because Johnny just said, I heard Johnny said that then they're not ready, they're not doing no by election, they're ready for general election. Which general election?
Yeah. They don't
And
got-
what gives them the idea that they're going to win the general election? Good Lord, common sense tells you that you work up to a general election utilizing the results of the by-election. If you pave your way with the by-election, then that means that you have a better chance of winning the general election. So what is it, what you're telling me? That a magical stroke of the one is going to make you win the general election?
You know what happened to Fonseca then when they talk?
man.
They the
Fool
fool
the
talk,
talk,
but they're not
but the
fool
fool
to
they
listen.
listen.
Francis have to understand that PUP done that shit.
Yeah.
Done.
And like I say,
And he has failed as a leader. Any other country, they may don't move him because as a leader, he failed. Have a nice day, gentlemen.
thank
Yeah,
you.
man, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, man, you see what happened? They feel like they in Balea feel like they could do any old thing when they want. If they're not ready for by-election, how they are ready for a general election? What they go on? You know why American Pharaoh win the Triple Crown? Because he ready. You see how he beat the competition by 5 lanes? You know, guess. He never changed Jackie midstream. He got a Jackie from the first race. You understand me, man?
Yeah.
I don't want to call it nonsense, but you see that Carlo just get. You see how intelligent that lady talk. People not fool again, you know, boy. The lady said when George Rice dead, PUP dead.
That's right.
And they look like PUP. Can we say PUP is on life support?
Of course.
Huh?
In the pan drip.
I didn't think drip and help. That the electric machine the whole up.
Oh, I got that far now.
And they lucky, you know, because electricity going down. So that can give a little more life, can you go hold on. But once you plug it off and they gone,
Do you realize? Yes.
electricity going down.
July 1st?
15%. More. What I say? Oh, the Prime Minister, they spend petrocurry money for pay people like, but well, what all that what they are saying?
There was a time when all of the money that the BL was making was siphoned away to Canada.
Yep.
Now it's being used
For
to
the-
reduce our electricity rates. Huh?
Let's take this call.
Because
Sugar City
the
Man, show hello.
Yes, man. Put me on.
You're the
there?
answer. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
Morning.
Yes, man. ¿Te acuerdas que te dije de esa cosa de la mula que habla?
Francis,
I'm telling about the talking mule. You know what I mean? Anytime one mule talk the way I get nothing sensible, Dylan. Nothing sensible. The only man who could talk fool, they're like you. You get paid for talk fool, but they can't get paid for talk fool. They're stupid. You know what I mean? I don't know the fool school when Mr. Barrow said they gone. The fool school they gone, man. Everything where they do, they come down and they head back again. PUP is done. You know, see, I know you hear nothing about Johnny. The other one, Julius, you know, you know nothing about he stay down in a corner. Them people are snake. Them people are snake. The London done.
God.
They throw this poor man. They throw this man. And man, you could look right on Mr. Ivan Ramos. That's a honest bally, man. That's a honest bally.
Well,
but
I
if
know.
you don't teach like they say that, they don't want her. They kick out.
I don't know where part to go find an honest PUP, but then if you tell me the man look humble,
Oh, the far and few, believe me.
I don't know, but anyway, boy, you know right now like Fonseca, I know Fonseca they watch his show or they watch Wave, but right now Fonseca they pray every day make the Prime Minister not call election early or no, because if the Prime Minister get up Friday and say they call
The
election,
PM hinted on Sunday that if feel like call on the election.
but he say nah, do it because he want to finish his job.
That, of course.
He want to finish his job.
He has a compromise with the people of Belize.
But you think if they call election for anytime this week, for next month or next 2 months, you think PUP ready?
Right, boy.
At least,
You know, ask me that question.
at
I'm
least
just
give
gonna
them at least sympathy.
ready. Let me be honest with you. You know, politics is such that the main objective of being involved in politics is to win elections. Nada más. Simplemente is to win elections. To convince the people that you are the right party and that you should win.
I think
Right?
Fonseca
At
should
the end
wait.
of the day, I think this is where the PUP is most vulnerable, despite the fact that they have been on a rampage of negative campaigns. I mean, they have been taken to the airwaves, they have taken to try to get some sort of credibility, some sort of momentum going, but every time they go, believe it, they drop right back. Not from outside, forces from outside, but from forces from within the PUP, bring them and drag them right back down. And it strikes at the very core of the leadership. This is a slap on the face of Francis Fonseca. He says, because if we look at it, 3 of the sitting representatives in opposition have indicated that they will not run again. 2 of them have resigned. That is an unprecedented number for a party in opposition. I mean, unheard of. If they get 2-3 people that tell you, I am resigning, I am this, I am the other, I mean, sit down, question yourself, what's going on? What is going on? He says, furthermore, should the public be concerned? Or is there a reason for the public to be concerned that you have a difficulty in managing? When a government is elected, you would have to manage much, much more. And you can't manage your own party, much less now a government. Come on, this only begins to speak of the incapacity of Francis Fonseca to lead.
If the man is not ready for win one by election,
but left and right there.
If you're not ready for win one by election, how the hell you win one general election?
Common sense telling you.
Superpowers they tell you that. And they not got that. You understand me? They not got that at all, my friend. I don't know, boy. I just know
it's
that.
a big front that they put on and tell you, oh, well, we are coming up for the general election.
You see,
we will win the general.
You see what that?
Win where?
You see what that?
Win what?
You see what that famous thing like today? After they don't got the meeting, the how the place name?
Independence Hall.
I know say where Independence for that, but I don't know. Anyway, we must smoke Independence cigarette in it. Independence Hall, boy, all and they are pile up that the door.
I'm behind
the leader.
Just in case if you know, to give him support.
They hug up the man, and they look like a pack of wolves. You know, they look like one of the famous TV soap opera. The cast and crew of PUP says it all. And they want to talk about how they're ready to move forward. And the rest in the back, I say Marina, and Johnny was standing outside of the man. Then the London Bridge Queen one there behind, like you want to eat somebody. But I could imagine, but Ivan Ramos won't be there. Let's take a commercial break.
We'll be right back.
Play the new Make Me Rich lottery game, where prepaid users have a chance to win up to $500,000. To get rich, text your numbers to 7424. Choose 5 balls, 4 cool balls between 1 to 40, and 1 hot ball between 1 to 10. Or simply text QP for a quick pick, and 5 numbers will be chosen at random. $3.50 will be automatically deducted from your phone's primary balance, and that digital receipt will be texted back to you. You win $1 phone credit with any matching cool ball, $5 phone credit with any 2 matching cool balls, $50 phone credit with any 3 matching pool balls, match all 4 and win $5,000 cash. Get all 4 cool balls and the hot ball and you'll win $500,000. Make Me Rich will text you back to let you know what you won. So tune in 8 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays to the Make Me Rich game show and get rich.
Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me.
Wherever you go, stay connected to home with Digicel. Prepaid customers simply text Roam On to 777 to call and text while away and receive text for free. While our new combo plan customers can call, text, or surf simply by stopping into any BTL office before they leave. Live more with Digicel.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
The transformation continues as the government of Belize is now embarking on a massive rollout of Petro-Caribe funds to rural communities countrywide. Contracts have been signed for works to commence in several villages in the coming weeks, and that is just the beginning.
Petro-Caribe is coming to Trial Farm and Ladyville and San Narciso and Bella Vista and Socots and Independence and Esperanza and Bullet Tree and Carmelita, and it will not stop until every village constituency in the entire country would have received its fair share of Petro-Caribe.
Transforming lives, transforming Belize, a government for all.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Belize's economy has performed phenomenally well in the first quarter of 2015, posting a 7% growth in GDP, largely due to the government of Belize's intervention in the citrus and fishing industry, and the GOB's hallmark National Infrastructure Project. Tourism has also seen a sharp increase. The inflation rate continues to fall and remains lower than every country in Central America and the Caribbean. The prices of staple food products continue to drop, making life much more affordable for Belizeans countrywide. Transforming lives, transforming Belize, a government for all.
Welcome back to the Sugar Morning Show along with Emmanuel Martinez. I want to remind you this segment is brought to you by German Vegas and Sons, wholesalers of canola, Cocinera Cooking Oil, and Sarita Shortening. Emmanuel, this morning we have here with us Mr. Kala.
Mi tocayo, Eduardo Alcalá, bienvenido al show. ¿Cómo estás?
And this morning, when Mr.
Me
Kala
alegro
there,
escuchar
you know,
eso.
that because you're not happy with how the tongue they operate, especially where the livelihood is concerned. You know, the mayor just to do what he want with this taxi business. And the question come up, Emmanuel, is it fair to all concerned? Parties, no? Kala, what you going to talk to me?
Well, this is a beautiful morning. Praise God for it. And
You have been a taxi man for many years.
yeah, good while. I
Approximately
think
cuántos años has estado de taxista?
what, 36 years. Que estaba así.
36 years. So nobody could tell you nothing about taxi man that
No,
range,
no,
right?
no.
You know
in and out.
in and out of the regulations, the act, the everything,
The taxi
on your
industry.
responsibilities, and essentially,
How,
they can't lie you
what-
in this thing.
what,
No.
the, what the mayor they do for help, you know?
Well,
For help, you know?
well, make I tell you something to start with. I want to give hello to all the taxi drivers out there this morning and the public in general. That I'm right here to try to defend our daily bread, because right now, I don't know if it is political or what, but we see that a lot of taxi plates are being issued.
Wipe on SUVs.
All kind of thing. They have some old vehicles that are not roadworthy, and they're still licensing it, right? And when I used to be in a committee, because we have no board again, no transport board committee, we had put that you get a doctor paper or get a police record, and then you go with that letter to the board, and the board meet, and if the board agree, they give you the license plate, right? But right now we notice that just the plates are just going out, and it reached, the last one that I see is 502. And the way we see it, that we don't even know who owns those vehicles, because drivers change every minute. 2 weeks one drive it, and next 2 weeks the next one drive it, and they just go shifting up.
But doesn't the taxi regulation also state that a person who can be classified as a taxi must be a part of an association?
Well, that's what the paper says here.
So, to your knowledge, are these persons members of an association?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we only have 3 unions that I could remember. We have the fire station, we have the taxi union 2050, we have the taxi association 2560, and we have the independent taxi union, I think at 3694, and the hospital.
Oh, that would be 5.
That was the federation.
That was
We
all
had
right.
made the federation get together.
So five groups, and that's the federation.
Right.
It's a 5
We
groups.
had that
Okay.
to voice our opinion. But under this mayor, it was disrespected. It was abolished.
Completely disbanded.
Yeah, it disbanded. We don't have no federation again. It is just put one side. And
So now, obviously, to make way for the naming of, or to facilitate the handing out of taxi licenses
license plates.
without any sort of explanation to, or organization, that is vigilant.
It is just greed.
yeah, it is
Every license, how much? 200?
200 first. If I sell my car and I deliver my plate to get another plate, I pay, I think, $25 for the plate, right? But first applicant pay $200. We from the committee raise it to $200 for ease us off with the tax from the taxi stand. But right now, this town council never ease we none at all. It still drop it on, because we used to pay 200 and something, and from there it went to 700 and change. You understand? And the business is not too good now, because we have too much taxi. And if you notice, the 150 up and down up and down on Queen Victoria Avenue to Trial Farm, go to Belize Road, and coming down. And sometimes you get a phone call when you go and pick it up, the 150 done gone with it. I mean, gasoline to go.
I mean, all right, Emmanuel, this thing with this $150 we used to be dollar taxi, the more sore, but apparently the mayor use it now for political mileage, right? But instead of trying to look into make it up on a level playing field, because one of the things that affect these guys is they are paying what $750
Yeah, about
a year.
750 or something like that. Yeah.
Kevin increased there like 150%. Can they used to pay what 250?
Yeah, about 2 and 3 trees to pay for it.
And then he increased because Calaga march with UDP, wave a flag, he dropped the shaft and then, all right.
Vengeful.
But they are paying, right? So anything happen whether they work or not work, they have to pay. Now, the dollar taxi they can't, the 150 taxi they can't charge them because they're not parking at town. They park the Trial Farm out of town limits. But yet they come all the way into town, pick up the pieces and go back when they come from. No, I've been saying for some time now, make it a level playing field. All right, if then we the paid, then they pay with a park there, or not pay with for wear and tear our road. So every car register have a duty to come in and pay $10-15 a month for where you come in a town and make it level, right? But the work that instead of try putting a regulation to it, all kind of vehicle have taxi plates now.
All kind of vehicle. And if you watch the vehicles, really, 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 I know the public in general vex sometimes because they just tap all of them. They don't only watch about the driving, then they watch about where the dollar there, where the 150, and sometimes people they hang close out in the yard and they blow them for taxi too, and they don't give people what we from the unions want exactly is that they find a parking place like we and work for point A to point B. If I move from taxi stand, I answer the phone call. I got a deal on house, and that come to my house, call and pick me up. I made a deal on. I went a deal on house. When I dropped deal on at people's store, I went back to taxi stand, and I get again and like that. That's how we operate from ever since we start. From when I start to run taxi, by the town clock. Understand?
That's the way taxis operate
Right.
on a worldwide basis, no?
But now we don't have that. We have these people that come in and they buy cars. Some got 3, 4, 5 license plate. They rent out the lead cars. Then they make money. These are the people from.
Do dollar taxes make money?
Well, according to them, they make money because they up and down and how they could afford to buy the old car and put it to run. They don't worry about the quality of the car, the way the car look. They just worry about.
But aren't they expected to, when they go through their inspection, to abide by the regulations, saying that you must have your 2 bumpers, that you must have your 2 lights, that you can't wear short pants, that you can't this, that you must be, there are certain regulations.
This
in
is
here.
what they have. These are the regulations, taxi regulations 2013, where they make for we and send it to we, and we watch this, that the
Can I
committee
see the
agree
paper?
that they give you 3 months. If you go with your windshield for first time, 3 months license. After that, you have to change the windshield or fix up the car. But we don't see that.
So your concern, Mr. Kala, is that there is no regulation, no regulatory body that oversees the quality of the service that is being provided by the entire taxis. In other words,
Exactly.
people like you have been investing in your vehicle. People like you who know the regulation have been abiding by the regulation, and then you see it quite unfair, according to you, that you have an influx of people coming in presenting themselves as taxi officers and taxi drivers and offering the service and not adhering to the act. Is that your position?
That's the point.
Because the man correct, because this act was given to them by the town council.
Right, the town council.
It says taxi regulation 2013. This was under given to.
Right.
It tells you what is public road. Taxi means public service vehicle. It tells us regulation recited by taxi regulation under the standing operating procedures of the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act for the Orange Walk Municipal Authority. But I take this call and I come right back to this call. This is very important. We don't got a call? All right, fine. Okay, it say 1, all taxi operators must have valid village driver's license with class C1. Must be properly attired at all times. No slippers, no short pants, no short sleeve, but a proper representation of the community at large. Must be a, this is the part where tricky, whether the chance name, but I know. Must be a part of an association or corporation or union with a minimum of 5 active members. Must be present for inspection. All types of roadworthy. Most of them, we call it the same, most of them is not part of a union.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's the question
They just
I
go
posed
in.
to him. Do they belong
Right.
to the
They just,
association?
I know, but I had to
So,
read
and
it.
Can't you
officially.
Can't you take that position to the mayor? And have you taken the position to the mayor and asked him, ¿qué pasó aquí? Tenemos 5 unions, pero sin embargo estamos viendo una gran cantidad de taxistas, según tú, que no son parte de un union. Have you spoken to the mayor?
No podemos hacer nada, Manuel, cuando vamos con ellos porque simplemente no hay meetings. Desde Joe Urbina, que era el consular encargado de transport, hizo 2 juntas o 3 juntas, and that was it. Hasta ahorita no hemos tenido nada.
So who runs the show then?
El show lo hicieron todos los consuleros, dan placa, licencian, hacen, y el comité, lo que es el board, cuando estaba Howard Vivo y todos nosotros, estaba Marta López, estaban todos del comité del transport, se sabía con Philip. Pero ahora no se sabe nada, no se hace nada. Solo el mayor suben allá arriba y una vez que el mayor firma el papel, consiguen su placa. That's it. Así es. Una vez que él diga, dale la placa, se le da. Porque el de abajo, cuando era Mr. Pérez, yo se lo decía acá, me dice, why, he come from the top. O viene de arriba. Okay, fine. That's it. He can't go against what is up there.
He could jump high and low, and he can't.
But what is up there, that's it.
Whilst it comes authorized from
Right.
the mayor or
But-
whoever. You know?
But for what I see, Kala, most of them think are stupidness.
Well, that they make it. They make it.
Understand me, Papa? You know, most of them think that's stupidness.
In what are you? In what,
Man, because they just repeat over and over about headlamps. Car must be clean, the wiper must be obviously God, everything after the work on the car.
But that's exactly the point, Dylan, that a lot of these taxi men are not complying with the act because
But
some of
that's
them
why I
don't
say-
even have taillights.
I don't want to say something like, maybe there, I don't reach there what Kala could tell me. I think that they should, I guess, so stiff that taximen should produce a police record for the last 6 months before
Well,
they
we
get a license.
asked, that was put when Philip was mayor.
You understand me?
From way back.
Because you jump in and the taxi, you don't know who the who.
Exactly.
You don't know who the who. For all you know that maniac, they can't go and leave picnic. I don't know. I think all of them should have produce a police record because
We don't know the who.
you had to
They
put the public's life in for their hands.
They just don't ask. Because
the
we know
way I
people.
see it is lacking of structure because it's not worth nothing for you have a regulation if nobody's
This
abiding.
thing, Kevin, the BS, so no, get him ballet. So I don't know.
Understand?
I don't know a lawman or no kind of legal. Nothing I could put on better documents.
Well, we BS man too as drivers. I am a taxi driver. I don't like it, but I bring this up this morning that the management of transport supposed to look tight. Watch your scooters where carry 3-4 without helmet, carry babies up front.
Sir
There were
Kala,
accident.
are you telling me that when you're referring to the transport committee, was that a committee under the umbrella of the
Of the-
Orange Walk Town Council, which you were a part of? Is that what you're
Exactly.
telling
We
me?
were
And
under
then
the
this
town
transport
council.
committee used to advise the mayor, or I think the mayor was a part of it.
He was the chairman.
Was an ex officio member. All right, good. And so decisions were made within.
Right.
Right now, because of the fact that this committee has not been working for X amount of reasons, we don't know why.
Years, yeah, I
right?
don't know why.
Would you begin to tell us why maybe this transport committee has not been working?
I don't know.
don't know.
I just, you know, they just no call we again and no meetings. So
Because
that we
election
could
no
put,
they come.
we will put these things to them, right? To save the drivers, right? Because one driver, man, one motorcycle just pull front of you and
Can
bang.
we safely say that ever since that you became openly against the current administration, that you have been told that none of these meetings have happened because, well, you were always an active part in the transport committee? Can it be that perhaps they're trying to like diss you and disrespect you? Or?
I don't think they're supposed to take political way because you are free to decide, right? I know the base on what is political thing. I just come here to try clear this, that the traffic management tighten a little bit more, look into traffic because Orange Walk is getting bigger, Orange Walk is having more vehicles, people are getting more license, and they have to take care of people driving.
Well, it's a fact that, however, that dollar taxis are a part of our daily life.
Yeah, they have rights to live, you know.
It's a fact. Even I take $50 taxi sometimes when I drop off by way name. So it's a part of life, and you can't. But what you're telling me is that there needs to be some sort of regulation.
Exactly, that's what we want. We have it that we need for them to have either legal parking or regulation still wants to be applied. Cannot continue with that kind of way, blowing like you sell tortilla or making a lot of noise. I mean, taxi.
Yeah, because all by the hospital with a silent zone, police station a silent zone, and by the beep 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 beep. So now I jump because I want somebody to heal me and I just taxi.
I don't know if you noticed some of them car or motorcycle, you know what, have hired just like the traffic man.
Really?
Yes, and then one day I frightened. I said, what I do? The traffic man behind me, when I see that one taxi, he have a horn just like the motorcycle. So they have to look into that too. That the paper says that if you want to apply any light, any
you have to ask permission.
Thing, you have to ask permission.
But that's a part of
that's your
but that's
the reason here because you feel that things are going on that are contrary to the regulation.
Exactly. It is contrary.
And it's affecting them.
Let's be Alawi. Nothing wrong with put one pretty light if you want, but apply to the town council for it, to the traffic department. It says it is law. It is law.
So the law is being put aside for...
Nothing. Everybody do what they want. Watch on Sundays, the park full of a taxi. Wrong the park.
Boy, seriously.
I see it this Sunday. After church.
The line
You think there's a political reason for that, or you think it's just lack of ability to regulate? Is it because just disinterest?
No interest, because it says then we start by no parking around the town in public places, and park is a public place. Huh? Except, like I said, a park, other business, etc. I mean, if you write this to me,
no parking around the public, and the taxi they park right from the town.
From them. Now they moved we years ago in 1984. I think we got to the taxi stand, you know, and when they move us from the town clock, around the town clock, they says for our safety. We get vexed. Serious, we get vexed because what we hustle around here. We're going with there to hustle, but after all, it turned out to be good. But now, with this other type of business, in a business, it get to be no business again. And I tell you, Manuel, if those cane trucks were still passing through Orange Walk, a lot of 150 taxi, they will kill them because those trucks will not stop. It is dangerous. They move us on. So we would like the town council, we're asking, from the taxi association, we're asking that they take it to consideration, these things that they wrote to us.
But you know they're not listening to you guys in the UDP, right?
Well, if they want to take it as that,
how they take it.
Well, if they want to take it like that, that's for them problem. That's for them baby.
Not if, that's how they take it.
Well,
you just do your part.
I did do my share as a driver and for the drivers in public. That I know a lot of them people out there vexed when they see when they see those taxi just park any kind of way. You know, they have a main road. Look at that pretty piece of road where we have in front. When you want gas,
has the livelihood of the regular taximan been affected severely by the $50 situation? Do you feel that
when it just began, it was all right. It was not too much of them. So we make, Everybody makes.
Everybody makes.
But
Todos
now
tienen una oportunidad para
Eh,
hacer su lanita.
Ahorita solo ellos están en la libertad de hacer y deshacer. Nosotros estamos
Tu punto
presionados.
es que están yendo en contra de
De los reglamentos. Y los presionados somos nosotros. Nosotros estamos presionados. Porque estamos allá y bajan de la escalera, el 150 lo está esperando. Lo lleva.
We are here with Mr. Kalano to talk about how everything should be on a level playing field, for a better word, no? It's 17 after 8. We will take a final break for this morning and we'll be back to wrap up.
I want to break free. I'm free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I've got to break free. God knows I want to break free. I've fallen in love.
Break free to Digicel. Enjoy the most affordable plans in the country with free 4G data. Digicel's new combo plans start at $89. You can now have it all when you go postpaid.
Get more, do more, love more, live more. With Digicel.
Wow, Junior, you nearly time to go buy me number. How we go to shop to buy me number, man? Boy, Junior, I'm the guy, you know. How we go buy me number? Boy, Junior, you see that nearly time? How we go to the store go buy me number? Junior.
Ah, you want me to go buy number for you again? Why you not play this new Make Me Rich game? If you play using text messages per your phone, you don't have to leave the house. Plus, you have the chance to win up to $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, come I show you.
It's so easy. But why you never tell me about this long time?
I'm gonna try.
Junior. Oh, sit down. Make me rich show the command. I don't buy me numbers, boy. Boy, will you come on?
This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich.
The government of Belize announces the launch of its Summer Sports Program 2015, funded by PetroCaribe. $500,000 from PetroCaribe funds have been earmarked to provide financial assistance to existing summer sporting camps that have been operating for at least 3 years. The government recognizes and salutes all individuals, groups, and organizations that have been sponsoring summer camps for years. This summer, the focus will be on sporting programs, and all qualified bodies are invited to apply. For more information, download the complete sponsorship application guide from the Government Press Office Facebook page, or pick up an application from the National Sports Council office in Belize City, or request an emailed copy by sending email to nscbel@btl.net. Transforming lives through sports. A government for all.
Buster. They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Make Me Rich Lottery game, where prepaid users have a chance to win up to $500,000. To get rich, text your numbers to 7424. Choose 5 balls, 4 cool balls between 1 to 40, and 1 hot ball between 1 to 10. Or simply text QP for a quick pick, and 5 numbers will be chosen at random. $3.50 will be automatically deducted from your phone's primary balance, and the digital receipt will be texted back to you. You win $1 phone credit with any matching cool ball, $5 phone credit with any 2 matching cool balls, $50 phone credit with any 3 matching cool balls, match all 4 and win $5,000 cash. Get all 4 cool balls and the hot ball, and you'll win $500,000. Make Me Rich will text you back to let you know what you won. So tune in 8 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays to the Make Me Rich Game Show and get rich.
Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me
Show. Dylan Jones here with Emmanuel Martinez and Mr. Kala. Mr. Kala expressing their discontent about the way how the town council is running the transport business, especially when it comes to their livelihood, which is the taxi business. They see it unfair that it's giving anybody and everybody license for their vehicle. If you got a nice SUV, fine, but the kind of old car they will get in sometime, and they're not following the regulations and they're not enforcing the regulations, right?
They're not enforcing it, man. They're not enforcing it the way it should be.
Have you made your concerns known to the mayor and to the town administrator?
I gone several times personally and tell them, look, man, you can't give anybody one license plate just because this or that come to you. And no, man, you have to inspect that vehicle, check that driver where we drive. A lot of times we say, a man we don't have a short of 2 cents. Can't hear, can't talk. Got one public service license. When we've gone up to that, they say he has a right as a right. Fine.
But for stick a pin into that color, we have
Yes,
to
right.
we
It's
have
okay.
to be fair when it comes to that.
We tell all right. If that is fair,
But the person who cannot hear, no business for being taxi man on the road.
Why that is not something that I would want to say yes or no, because that is not up to my judgment, because these people are called special needs.
Well, we
and this man, I know the man in question was driving dump trucks
yeah, I used to drive dump truck.
long before driving taxi, and maybe these people who are impaired, Emmanuel, maybe we think they say they feel through the ground. I don't know. I am not one that want to say he should, because everybody, just like how the Bali they want to run in the taxi, everybody have a right to live. But the whole color they say they need to regulate the thing properly, apply the regulations.
Yeah, well, we left it like that because we bring it up to the meeting one time. And the thing is that we not like to that when the September time come, they move we from they actually take the taxi stand from we. They take it. At the market, what at the market there? Those boys at the market, they pay their rent for the places. And every Saturday, they take them out from their taxi stand and put them on the street side. That's not legal, man. That's not correct. Yeah. You can't chance people, because if you rent a house, you can't take out this person this weekend and put in somebody else in there. Cannot. Huh? You understand me?
Yeah.
So they
the town administrator been made aware of your
the
concerns.
town administrator know about that, man. All of them now. Look at, there are a bunch of people that I don't know if they understand or they don't have no education or what. Because to me, a town administrator is a man that's supposed to be around the town. They watch the problems of the town with the mayor or him by himself. Because I can tell you something. The mayor, I see the mayor yesterday after election, you know. After election, until yesterday, I talked to the mayor. The mayor for Rinjwa town. I called that because San Jose Palmar is paying license. I pay license to the town council. I pay license on Palmar. No.
You pay license for what?
For my vehicle.
Okay.
And the town council not doing no work in San Jose Palmar. But anyway, to see the mayor, you have to put an appointment. That I when we know the last time, you have to make an appointment to see the mayor. Yesterday, by coincidence, I see the mayor when I can pay the ticket, right? Now, when he pass in a vehicle, glass is up, dark tint. I, as a taxi driver, can't get dark tint. I have to have one size of tint, one number of tint, with a 50. I can't go darker than that. But the mayor could drive in I mean, I mean, that not for put it good or what, but when Philip was the mayor, Philip used to go to taxi stand and sit down and talk to we and ask we how the day, how your problem, how you dey go. But this mayor don't come out none at all.
No, no walking of his shoes. He's an accountant.
You understand me?
Then I work at public certified idiots.
You understand me? And then things wrong, man, because if you are for the people,
You got a job.
if you are serving the people at this town, try get like old Polo Briseño wrong with your bike or walk or at least tell we hello, make we know that, man, them people vote for him, you know. Them people vote for him. And he name giving him hello. He come before election. Taxi man with me, Judge Castillo, according to him, he chased me. I tell him because if I was there, I may want question him a lot. I may want ask him all of them promises what he do for we.
And you may promise him again?
Well, Dillon,
He may renew his promise.
he can't promise me nothing because I don't vote for him.
Boy.
I don't vote for him, but I vote in our general election. And if so be the attitude of this thing, I could campaign against him, and that's it. A taxi driver could campaign.
In a village with you, right?
Every day we could campaign. But we left them from making them hang themselves. Hang themselves.
Cala, ¿cómo estás viendo tú la condición de las calles aquí en el pueblo de Orange Walk? Ahora, poniéndolo en perspectiva de que la carretera ya está completando y que they can't say, look on the bad road, look on the avenue, but that's when it look bad because now we have a nice highway. How is it relative to the rest of the streets?
Well, el pedazo que fueron a reparar es el Zapatero Street, creo que se llama Zapatero Street, o Mahogany. No lo terminaron. Una cierta cantidad hicieron, that's it. Trinidad Street, porque es un pedacito, tal vez los 3, 4 tambos dieron. Ese es Trinidad Street. Hizo en su primer turno la calle que va donde compone el reloj. Esa calle que sale a la gasolinera. Tiene un montón de hoyos. Esa calle no sirve.
Ya se está rompiendo.
Ya no sirve. Tiene un
Pero
bump también allá.
no pusieron no hicieron un gran escándalo porque ellos compavimentaron Quijulano en Stenzale.
O el Stenzale no sirve.
No
Ahí te lo
sirve.
escucho,
¿Tú
tiene
no lo vas
razón.
hace 3 años que lo hicieron?
Pues
2
no
años.
sirve. Y además, si tú vas por Uniontown, tú vas a donde tú vayas, estás quebroteando tu vehículo. No sé si el 150 lo quebrotean. Pues ellos ya no van a quebrotear porque tienen una linda carretera donde están corriendo pandón. Pero nosotros que tenemos que ir a llamadas, nosotros estamos sintiendo el golpe.
Pero yo me meto en los taxis y veo que lo primero que se tienen gastado son sus alarms y sus truck pushings y
todo.
los amortiguadores. Desde que
Y no cuesta $50 uno. Un amortiguador cuesta casi $200.
Exactamente.
$200 por un amortiguador para esos carritos. Si tú lo quieres tener montando sabroso. Que esté bonito el
Let's take
carrito.
this call. Sugar City Morning Show, hello. 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 Someone here said, man, guys, not even the workers from Tongue Board can talk with Kevin without the permission of Faride. You need to be under 18 to be able to talk to the mayor. And you have to be male. I don't know if that's a regulation they put up there or a bylaw, but I just read a text what it said.
Ahí te lo
Pero
darían
qué situación más fea.
todas las...
Y tú vienes aquí con el apoyo de la gran cantidad de taxistas en tu unión.
Pues sí, eso es lo que queremos, los taxistas están pidiendo, pero yo les digo a ellos, vamos a ver, yo voy a ir a la televisión a ver si les entra el ánimo de llamarnos a las uniones y ver qué tienen para las uniones. ¿Qué tienen para las uniones? Porque si estamos unidos...
Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, hello. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Yeah,
Yes,
look.
you're on the show, yo.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yes, hello, go ahead.
Yes, I've been listening to this gentleman talk about. Hello. Yes, I've been listening to this gentleman talk about they should learn the rules and regulation of the road.
Yeah, go ahead. Please lower the volume on your radio or television and not speak into the phone.
But none of them know where they can cycle know what are the rules and regulations. All they do is stand up by the stoplight. All they do is stand up by the stoplight and they dodge people when they jump the light and this and they don't know nothing. I would have want one out of three. I want to ask them if they know the definition of the road. What is a road? They don't even know what a pedestrian.
Why are so bad? They badly off?
Because people ride bicycles up at their pedestrian right front of their office. They don't know what is a pedestrian. So I know how I understand what the gentleman
So what you're telling us here is there's a bigger problem that even the people who are being called traffic officers are not supposed to be traffic officers because they don't know nothing about traffic. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes, sir. They don't know nothing because people ride bicycle on the pedestrian right front of their office, and that is not their bicycle. That's how the people walk.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for your input.
Somebody said.
This caller is giving a completely different.
He said they still a stoplight and wait the people jump the light. Then taxi like drive crazy and stop suddenly without any warning. One of they almost knocked me down. Somebody saying it wasn't me, but somebody saying they almost knocked them down. But that as a driver out there, I've experienced that. Some of the taxi, if you tune in that taxi, they just stop on the road to pick up people. They don't worry about it. You know, signal and come off, you know. Beep, 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 taxi, bop, and then stop, and you're right behind you, hit your brakes. Because if you don't hit your brakes, you'll hit there.
You see, because them people, them taxi drivers, them dollar taxi what? Because they just look both, you know, front, left, right, and they look for the passenger. They're not watching the traffic. And you have to watch, and what I say again, Orange Walk is growing, Orange Walk is having more vehicles. And you have to know what you're doing.
Any other place that you know of has a concept of dollar taxis?
Well,
have you been to Chedomal, say they have a taxi, the as far as I know, you have camiones, you have the buses, you know, where in Merida for 7 pesos you go from all the way from the norte to el centro for 7 pesos, $1. You know?
Manuel, la cosa es de que ellos corren estos carritos, que los carritos no están hechos para eso. No están hechos para eso, que son 4 cilindros. Además, ellos hacen overload los carritos, porque si ellos consiguen 6 personas, 7 personas lo van a meter para hacer a 157 personas, ¿tú sabes cuánto es? Right?
Sí.
So, si llevaron 7 también.
¿Crees que calan 7 en un carrito así?
Llevan 8, lo van a hacer stuffing. Van a hacer stuff, right?
They better not try that with you.
Lo llaman, right? Sí. Macho que tiene gente. Y hay otro, y como digo, una señora me dijo que ella montó uno y ese día el hombre está fumando y el hombre le echó todo el humo en su cara. Digo, señora, porque a usted le gusta. A usted le encanta, porque allá, con nosotros, hay taxi que no apesta cigarro. No. Allá vas a conseguir. Y si te queda algo en el taxi de la asociación o de las uniones, te lo van a entregar. Pero en ese 150 no sabemos. No sabemos cómo se opera. Es un problema de ellos. Ellos trabajan diferente a nosotros. Pero nosotros estamos pidiendo que el Transport Department los haga regulate, que los busque a dónde poner. Porque la última junta que ellos pidieron que los iban a poner Independent Plaza. Eso no se hizo. No se llevó a cabo. Es que ahora, como ya no hay juntas, no sabemos nada, no nos informan, pues nosotros pues tampoco los molestamos. Pero yo vine hoy acá a esta radio para tratar de ver y despertarlos, que vean con nosotros, porque cuando se fastidien los taxistas de uniones, realmente en Liberty, allá en Queen Victoria Avenue, los taxistas estamos en crisis. Estamos bien trabados.
Well said. Well said. I think you can't get it more clear than that, Emmanuel. Again, I just want to close this segment here by thanking Mr. Kala for coming by. Mr. Kala always ready to speak out on what's the facts and the truth, no? But at the same time, we need to be mindful to Kala that as long as you're a Belizean,
yep,
you have a right to live and a right to work.
Right.
So while I wouldn't want nobody to advocate that we're advocating to stop anybody who is a legal Belizean from working, whether you drive dollar taxi or shilling taxi. They are right for work. But all Mr. Kala is saying here, let us put it on a level playing
The
field.
same rules that applied to them,
good for Peter, good for
it
Paul.
be applied
to us.
to everybody.
Yes.
That is exactly
That's
what
it.
Mr.
That's it.
Kala is.
I never heard him said there's enough to live or because there's enough for yeah. Once you're a Belizean, I guess first thing to make you obtain a driver's license, you need to be a Belizean. So if you have that, you have a right to live. All the man is saying, let's do it on a level playing field. Thank you for coming by, Kala.
Muchas gracias por venir y te escuchamos y ojalá el mensaje que has traído hoy haya llegado a las personas que deben escucharlo, debieron escucharlo. Así que te damos las gracias y Dylan, hemos llegado a ese punto en nuestro show, ya estamos 22 minutos antes de las 9 de la mañana, cuando en realidad ya tenemos que empezar a decir muchas gracias.
Tomorrow.
Hemos tenido, nos vemos mañana, pero te lo paso a Dylan para que des el cierre oficial.
Okay, Manuel, we want to say have a nice day, Orange Walk, and the rest of the country. For Morris come on cameras and Raheem Wagner on face and Control.
Control. Where are you?
Control.
I even started off with the wrong person.
I know, and Robert Checky Usher on director board. Yeah, go ahead, Kale.
Well, before we leave from this program, I just want to wish all the taxi drivers that are fathers out there happy Father's Day.
Yes.
And just do your work at your capacity, and we will continue working as long as we have life, and give God thanks for everything.
Happy birthday to Fred Williams. This comes to you from Miss Mary and the rest of it, and your kids. Wishing you all the very best, Fred. Take it easy. Robert Chekiasha, director. Welcome back. Chantel Casemiro is back. Welcome home. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy a little cool off, a little holiday. You know, Papa. We got to get out of here.
Yes, we do.
My name is Dylan Jones.
Hasta luego, todos se cuidan mucho.
Have a wonderful day. God bless you.